Good morning, folks. Luther the Black Engine 2006 back again, and welcome back to another episode of Thomas and Friends Merchandise Discussions, especially wooden railway models. Today's discussion is going to be on the three different variations of Peter Sam right here. This one right here, the old style, the new style Tomy version, and the CGI Quarry Dust version. All three models that I have in the sense. Now, just like my Sir Handel review, yes, I'm reviewing the old style 2002 Peter Sam and the 2012 Quarry Dust Peter Sam, basically comparing and contrasting with them, plus with one extra Peter Sam, which is, of course, the one in the center. However, like I said in my Sir Handel review, basically, Sir Handel and Peter Sam used to work on the Minnesota Railway with Duke, but then when the Minnesota Railway closed, they came to work on the Skarloey Railway. And then sometime later on, Sir Handel faked being sick and caused an accident for Peter Sam, causing him to get a special funnel. Now, I don't forgive Sir Handel for ruining Peter Sam's funnel, to say the least. But then again, I do like Peter Sam with a special funnel in general, because that's what I'm used to for years, before I got this one off of eBay, of course. Anyways, enough about Peter Sam in general. Let's get on with the new model on the right, starting with the oldest one of the bunch. Now, this model of Peter Sam is basically very accurate to what you would see in Season 4, as well as some parts of Season 5 of Thomas and Friends. Now, as you can see, this Peter Sam was first released in, I'm gonna say, like, probably 1994, 1995, or 1996. He looked just like this, except he had a wood smoke box as well as a wood funnel, and I think he had flat magnets and thinner wheel sets. And he also had, like, the earlier models of Peter Sam had, like, a ledge on the back, like a widow's peak. Except that this one doesn't have a widow's peak, to say the least. His face is actually a very accurate representation of how he appeared in the 4th season of Thomas and Friends. I can't speak. As you can see on the picture of the right. Sorry, but I can't speak at the moment. However, the one flaw that this Peter Sam kind of lacks is his special funnel, to say the least, because they gave him his old funnel, like on some Thomas and Friends merchandise, and even some promotional pictures. Like in this one promotional picture from the episode Duncan Gets Spooked, where we see Peter Sam's small-scale model in the Boulder Quarry sheds, and he is seen wearing his happy expression, but his old funnel can be seen. And I'm not lying, as you can tell by the picture. Now, as you can see, I would have thought this Peter Sam, as well as the Sir Handel that I got off of eBay a couple days ago, wouldn't have had a name on the bottom, but surprisingly, this one has a name on the bottom in bold, to say the least, just like the Tomy one right over there, which I'll show you in just a little bit. And I assume the wheels say 2002, I believe. Yep, by the date on the wheel, if I can get my phone to focus. There we go. Kind of hard to see black up against black in general. So, anyways, not a bad model of Peter Sam, but it would have looked better if he had a special funnel, to say the least. And, yeah. I only bought this Peter Sam just so I can make a proper Stuart custom, to say the least. By just, like I said on my Falcon custom, my old style Sir Handel custom, by just taping, making a custom Stuart nameplate and taping it over the original Peter Sam nameplate in general. So, yeah, that's it for the old style Peter Sam. Next we have is the 2012 Tomy Peter Sam in dedication to Blue Mountain Mystery. As you can see, I only bought this Peter Sam because I need to retire my Quarry Dust Peter Sam, which I'll show you in just a little bit. His face, however, very accurate representation to the CGI series. Yeah, I pretty much enjoy this model. As you can see, I love this. I love the how they added the detailed side rods in general. Some red striping on the nearby the cab door. And this model, however, yes, he does have lining on the back, to say the least. However, I gave him 3 windows on the back because Peter Sam always had those since he first appeared in the series. I mean, I probably shouldn't have put those there because it's my only one, but that's okay. I like how it is now, especially with giving him some added buffers. And yeah, not much to say about it. He was a little chipped when I first got him on Christmas of 2024, but I did my best to like repaint over the edge wear, which you can kind of see. The green paint here doesn't really exactly match with the paints that Peter Sam has, but I suppose it'll do. Yeah, so far I enjoy this Peter Sam more than my Quarry Dust Peter Sam, like I said. Here is the name underneath and yes, it is just like this Peter Sam right here. They are both bold underneath. Unless if someone out there has a Peter Sam like this. Unless if someone out there has a Peter Sam like this with a chassis that doesn't have bold printing underneath. Because, yeah, I can't think of anything else to speak. But, yeah, it's also got some Tomy codes right there. And I assume this model is dated 2003. If I can get it there. Yep. Because, yeah, like I said, after 2003, most models are pretty much still dated 2003, which, if that makes any sense. So, that's it with this one. Oh, yeah, and before we go, when I compare this one with obviously, the biggest difference is the shape. Yep, and notice how different the shade of green is. Like, this is a more darker shade of green. This is a more spring green, if that makes any sense. And yeah, there's also detailing on this dome right here, which is supposed to represent his whistle and safety valve feature. And yeah, yeah, his faces are very different. This is more season 4 accurate. This is CGI, and his funnels are also different, as you can see. Special funnel right here, no special funnel. Yeah, the sides very different, to say the least. Notice how his nameplate, like right here, this nameplate is kind of poorly drawn right here. This one's more professional. And I think he's a little bit bigger, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and no, I'm not trying to copy Thomas Wooden Railway when he did his Peter Sam discussion in like 2010, 2011, if that makes any sense. I'm just, yeah, I mean, between these two models, yes, there is a Peter Sam in between these two, like I said, on the right side of the screen, which I'll show you. But honestly, I didn't really want that Peter Sam, though, because it wouldn't really look nice up against my Tomy Sir Handel that I've had since I was a child. So yeah. Anyways, so that's it with this Peter Sam, as well as the old style Peter Sam. Now moving on to the final one of the granddaddy in my household. Here it is. My Peter Sam that I've had since I was a child. AKA the Peter Sam that you're used to seeing in my series since day one. This is Quarry Dust Peter Sam, or just simply known as Quarry Peter Sam. He was sold in a 3-pack called Peter Sam in the Dynamite Delivery Pack. However, I don't have the cargo cars with him. Just the Peter Sam itself. I got this Peter Sam unexpectedly, and I lived with it for years. As you can see, the silver buffers, however, I actually gave them. I gave him silver buffers to represent his Season 4 model. And, yeah, I also gave him back buffer beams, more silver buffers, coupling hook right there. I even gave him some windows and a tail lamp, which, honestly, this Peter Sam, however, he used to have a tail lamp on the back as well as a buffer beam, but those came off, so it didn't look good, so I just took them off anyway. So yeah, and also comparing and contrast with this 2002 Peter Sam and this 2013 Quarry Peter Sam, the shape is pretty much identical, like from the boiler, from the smoke box to the cab. Except, I mean, like this is one coal bunker here, and I think this is supposed to represent his water tank. From his moment in Duncan Gets Spooked, when he was like refilling up on water and his trucks got away from him. His face, I mean, comparing him with 2012 Peter Sam, yeah, they're almost identical to say the least, except I like this face better than this one to say the least. So, yeah, honestly, yeah, anyways, that's pretty much all the Peter Sams that I've got, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching this long video. This is for Bluey the Narrow Gauge Engine, who loves Peter Sam. Bluey the Narrow Gauge Engine, if you're watching this video, I just want to say thank you so much for enjoying this video, because I know how much you love Peter Sam just as much as I do. And yeah, this is pretty much the history on my 3 Peter Sams, excluding one that I wasn't really interested with, to say the least. And I've got nothing else to say, but like I said, I've had this Peter Sam for a long time. I've had this Peter Sam since I was sick with pneumonia last winter, and I've gotten this Peter Sam recently just to make a proper Stuart custom. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, viewers. Goodbye.